33. This is the one she said November 33.
That they're gonna what?
November 33, they launched the missile. That's why I said November 33. You are on the access road to November 33. So see?
Check it out. Got it all figured out now?
No, we're still wrestling with it. Well, you seem to know we were looking at, that's an antenna of some sort. It says on it, what was it says?
Radar or something.
You seem to know more about electricity than I do. Because we've come to the conclusion there's 4 of these concrete. There's one there, one there, one there. They're all the same height roughly. The base is the same, except this is the only one that has this on it. So I wonder if there was 4 of these. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and there was something that was suspended or
Could be.
or whatever between the 4.
I know in the 70s we drove by these, but I never did walk up to
I
one.
guess there is an eyelet up there on the top of
Yeah.
the post.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was a suspension device or
Yeah.
something for it.
But that's what we determined, that there's, like I said, there's 4 of these. They're kind of evenly spaced.
Sylvania. Huh.
This is rubber mounted. Like a gasket.
Yeah, I wonder how I wonder if the bolts are isolated or not.
Well, they're stainless. I can see that.
Because they'd have to be.
Because this isn't. This is a composite, I think, of some sort. This isn't metal. At least I don't think it doesn't sound metal. You want me to go get a pen, don't ya? No. Yeah, we were reading. It's interesting when you read that, when that door comes open, what happens there.
I have to look that up. No, I'm curious because, yeah,
But we were looking, like I said, there's the 4 pedestals and they're all the same. So I'm wondering if there was one of these on each pedestal. There's one there, one over there.
radar receiver. Because usually when you think of radar, you think of something that
It would, but
usually you don't use a vertical antenna. Well, I'm very wondering now.
yeah.
I mean, if you were trying to build something that was very hardened, I mean, you could take a metal object and make it resonant to a certain frequency, but radar, but usually you don't take, usually like radar, it's such high frequency that you can't just do it with a solid object, really. I mean, you could, but it,
Well, and you know,
because usually with radar, if you're going to try to receive radar, say on a vertical type thing, usually it needs to be like collinear,
Yeah.
you know, or you have collinear type situation.
and that's, like I said, this isn't what you picture as radar. But you know, maybe there's more to this that we, you know, because like I said, there's 4 posts, so I'm assuming there were 4 of these, and maybe there was something that was suspended between them.
Huh.
I was giving my nephew grief. I said, "You bring your wrenches, we'll take that thing off and see what's in there." And I don't.
Do you think this is, so the $1 million question is, okay, there's one there.
There's one there, and then one over there.
Well, maybe it's, maybe this is some sort of a way to confirm a successful launch.
Could be. As it goes by, it would break the signal between. That could very well be. I never thought of that. It's just between the 4 corners. That would make sense, because look at the way it's facing. It's facing at this flat face.
Yeah, or something's happening under the, well, I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it too.
Yeah, because this unbolts. But yeah, that would make sense, because look at the way they're all facing. I bet you that it's yeah, they can monitor the launch. That's a good idea. He's got it figured out. Well, see, okay, look at the way this is facing, Derek.
Right towards the deal.
Yeah, and that one, so those 4, and it was to monitor a successful launch.
I wonder during the launch, as it very first lifts off, it's very low to the ground too, so I wonder if there's some type of communication that happens between the missile
Yeah.
and this.
Because this broad face would be pointed. Yeah.
Well, and then this,
Because right when it first launches, this is kind of the, when it's really close to the ground, this is the last place they could do any type of communication with it as it's leaving. So I'm wondering exactly what could happen with this. But yeah, I'm wondering if it has something to do with the confirmation of launch.
Yeah.
the way that this
I
is.
would buy that story. If
Yeah.
you just told that to me, I would say that sounds correct.
I mean, they never really had video confirmation back then.
No.
Right.
No, they didn't. So, I mean, once it gets so far, I mean, that's probably a successful launch.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the concussion of it leaving the tube could.
Oh yeah.
It would know that something's going on.
Arthur, I wish I had my phone. I'd take a look at that, look that up quick and see if I had a clue. I'll have to walk back.
I left mine in the pickup too.
I'll bet you that could be some clue. But it's kind of weird because, like you said, this doesn't seem like it's...
Well, it's aluminum or something. It's not.
I don't know.
But then it's got stainless. Well, these are stainless. But
Yeah.
But you know, the other thing you think of, there's so many different contractors that are. I mean, okay, you said was it what was it? Boeing was. You were reading over there.
That antenna said Boeing on it. Yeah. This one says Sylvania Electric.
Oh, the one over there is
The
Boeing.
The white tall.
The white one, the label on that said Boeing Company. That just says antenna on it. Quite a few numbers.
I wonder how much stuff was removed from these sites before they just buried them.
Yeah, it's hard to say when you look at what it was like underground. There was quite a bit of machinery in there, so.
I thought she said it sounded like they removed all the electronics and then most of them got dynamited. This one just got filled with sand.
What's really interesting is it's all one. Hey, it's weird how they textured the very top half like that.
Yeah, I was seeing that. Yeah, it's.
Serial number 716.
Oh, you ain't gonna buy it and turn it into a home
No, I don't think so.
like some of them guys?
Oh, you see some of those deals where these guys buy these, and I just.
Oh man, the work it is, or they just blasted the
Well, wow.
entrances and stuff shut on them and had to clean them out and everything is an enormous task.
There was, what was it? It was
Most of those silos are in like,
Arizona.
well, like Nebraska and stuff,
Yeah.
but they're a lot bigger silo system than these, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because those ones,
Yeah, this is the,
Motors and everything in them.
right?
yeah, the antenna starts right here because here's where the isolator is.
Yeah, that is that texturing on the outside. You'd keep birds and stuff off. I guess I don't know. Somebody at Boeing knows. How much sand does it take to fill a 100-foot hole?
More than one truck.
Yeah, I was thinking.
So they welded her over there, see.
Well, we've determined that that's not a very big well. I could get one of my tractors at the farm. I think I could yank it off of there.
Oh yeah, you could get through that with a zip wheel pretty fast
Yeah.
too. And a,
But what'd you say? There's 107 tons.
107 and a half, I think.
is it the doorways?
Yeah, with this doorway, and it comes off these rails at 35 mile an hour. It's like, holy crap, that's going to end up out there. And there's nothing to stop it.
Oh, when they open this thing, they just blast it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, this board here is reading about it. Yeah, it's got a. Yeah, it's explosions that blow it off.
That's a charge that, but it comes off at 35 mile an hour and it weighs that much. I'm thinking, I think it's going to stop way out there. I'm not sure.
How would you like to be out there in your tractor?
Well, that's what we were saying. I need to be out there. What's that funny noise? All of a sudden, this thing comes shooting out at you.
Holy crap. Yeah, so much for the little door taking a half hour to open, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they must have been thinking of other ways to get it open if it had to be done.
Well,
This was the maintenance, yeah.
This was
That's on
maintenance.
that board up there too. They had a deal that hooked in here to open it up for maintenance, but
But I can't fathom that shooting out there that fast.
That's pretty funny.
Well, there's an alarm over here. You can see, so I'm sure that alarm sounds. But the first thing I would do is, well, what's that alarm mean? Boof.
Something tells me if that antenna is near the blasting of this door going by, Mr. Boeing antenna probably ain't standing anymore.
Well, you think about it, all the electronics, when you look on that, all the electronics are up at the top of this. So I think once it's launched, I think all this stuff is immaterial. That's just receiving information, when to launch, and I imagine coordinates and whatnot.
Yeah, that radar thing is probably, like I say, just to...
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Just to let it know they had a successful launch. It passed through the field that's created.
That's quite the chair you have there. It's pretty sturdy.
It ain't gonna go anywhere.